Hello, everybody! Happy Friday, and hello once again from Silver-Quill. I was peeking just a little there on the old audio board. So let's just make sure everybody's doing okay. Everybody's doing well. Let's see here. I sense that there was some argument in the chat. Let's see here. Well, first off, I will ask everybody, we're here to chill out. We're here to have fun. Please be chill with one another. And if something is just setting you off, it's okay to put things down, go away for a few minutes, breathe, come back with just a little bit of distance. I find that it really helps clear a situation. Plus, text on the internet is treacherous. You never know. Well, honestly, you never know if it's really intended the way you interpret it, or if maybe there's a little bit of defensiveness in there. I've fallen into this trap many times, and I try to be better. So, I have some shout-outs, but first I want to wish a happy birthday to Komotra Steel. Understand that it was your birthday yesterday. So, a little late, but I'm hoping that you had a wonderful celebration and a wonderful start to a fresh trip around the sun. And within the chat, we have Brian Luna, Pokemon Fire Eevee, Swordbreaker 12, Little Heart Raccoon. Let's see. Oh dear, am I going to be able to pronounce this correctly? Rogenial. I hope I pronounced your name right. Apologies if not. MLP Trinary, I'm glad to see you. Looking forward to seeing you in person next week. And let's see, Nathan Durazo. Good to see you. And Cherry Fluff Billy Official. Kind of swallowed my words there. Hello, Maddie. It's wonderful to see you. I'm looking forward to seeing you in person, and I will be vending with Mad Munchkin come next week. I am also looking forward to that. Excellent time. She's got a wealth of stuff to show, so I recommend y'all come check out what both of us have to offer. And let's see here. I believe I said hello to Swordbreaker 12. Enderpup. Good to have you. And let's see here. Elizabeth Snowbell. Good to have you. Renamon 565. Evangelion 007. Champ to Stay. And let's see. Nexus Galaxy. Spritemon 98. M488 Thunderbird is go. And, Chitty the Lit Leo. The Lit Leo. Camptonimus Inflatus. Oh dear, if I had a wand, I feel like I'd be bulking up right now. Chris the Musical Pony. And Kenny the Arcane Pony. Meanwhile, on the Twitch, a hello to Hunting Rangers 123 and Chris. Good to see you, Chrissy. And Cherry Fluff Belly Official is over there as well. So yes, welcome to my preparation/panic, because Everfree is but a week away and there's just so much to do, so little time. Brian Luna, I'm sorry you can't go to Everfree this year, but there's always another opportunity. It's one of the strongest running conventions, so I am confident it will keep going. But here we are. I need to close this because I'm about to do some work. Oh, Swordbreaker 12, would you really want to wield a wand made from one of my tail feathers? First off, I don't have tail feathers. I have a horse's patoot, so you'd be getting horsehair. And then every time you tried to cast a spell, it'd go, nay. Oop, would help if I turn the volume back up there. Komodo Steel, I need to apply to Ciderfest. That is, they've had their things open, but I've been so running around, I really need to take care of that. But, well, Kenny the Arcane Pony, things are going well, but boy howdy, it's been a heck of a week. Let's see, what can I... First off, let's get some work going so I can talk while I'm working. And let's see. For Everfree Northwest, I am tackling the Stairmaster, which includes these sweet little angels. And of course, I can't let this stand. Little devils. We're going to put that in the Stairmaster. And let's go through folder images. See, I need to do just a little bit of, well, let's just call it creative liberty with reality, also known as forgery. Let's see here. So the question has already come up from Enderpup. What would a cockatrice taste like? Well, it's part snake and part chicken. So if snake already tastes like chicken, then it tastes like chicken. But then I've never had steak. Steak. So the short answer is, I don't know. But I have suspicions. Oh yes, suspicions. Okay, first thing we need to do is we need to get rid of this here halo. Clone stamp, that should just copy. It copies the existing pixels. Whoop. And just paste them over there. It's a very simple way to block things out. Whoops, got a little bit of Scooby-Doo's hair there. So, cockatrice, I don't know, has anyone here ever had snake as a food? Little Heart Raccoon, ketchup on a taco, while atypical, I will not object. I mean, you know, it's your food, do what you want to do. Just let me know what it tastes like, and also, I guess it depends on what's on le taco. If it's a veggie taco, I just don't see the need. What if I expand one? Oh, I've heard the call of... Whoops, I didn't mean to start that. Apologies. G3 Mongod Slayer, thank you for following, and welcome. But I accidentally hit my Discord. So, you know, let's get just a little bit of music going here, because I don't feel like we're yet at a point where I can captivate you with just my voice. Let's see, log in with Google. Yes, come on, Pretzel. Work with me, Pretzel. Chill hop. Ooh, lo-fi hip-hop and jazzy hip-hop. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay. As I work on what would I call this? Desanctify? That just sounds wrong. I'm not even gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna go there with... I'll try and area... See, we're a week out from a convention, you're still spoiling me. What in the hoo-ha-hey? Excommunicating, I don't think excommunicating quite works. Because they're not part of the church, and... De-angeling... You know what? I don't know if there's a whatever that would be publicly acceptable. And so, I choose to abort this idea entirely. Let's see. Chitty the Lit... I always mispronounce this. Chitty the Lit Leo. I used to do Spotify, but Spotify proved to be a bit treacherous with language. Then I was doing YouTube's royalty free, but that gets repetitive after a while. So I am on a website called Pretzel Rocks. Play.pretzel.rocks. Spelled just how it sounds. And they have a very nice array of Music. Also, I must always ask, because what I hear and what you all hear is different. Is the music too loud or too quiet? Just let me know if I need to turn things up. Demon Godslayer. Apologies, I'm no good with leaf speak. If anything, communicating with friends in anticipation of this Everfree, I've learned what a social media moron I truly am. I even got confused by the stream mode in Discord. Kept referring to people by just an initial because that's all I could see. Hi D, how are you? Hi E, how are you? And ACLP Films is with us. ACLP will be on a panel as one of the experts in animation. Oh, so I'm looking forward to that. I also need to make some refinements to our presentation, as I haven't done that yet. But I'm looking forward to this. See, you guys should know there are phases to my Congoing experience. Right now, I'm in the anxious stage, which not the best thing for your health, to be honest. You shouldn't be stressing, but I am. But then will come the self-doubt stage, where I'll be like, oh God, what am I even doing? People are going to hate this. They're not going to like this. They're not going to like that. This, I believe, is the imposter syndrome rearing its ugly head. Then you get on the plane, you get to where you're going, and you feel a bit more relaxed, a bit more upbeat, because the hardest part, travel, is behind you. And then the convention starts, and that's where you get in the groove. There is no time, no energy for self-doubt. There is only doing. And you work at it, and before you know it, you're in the post-con. It's kind of the post-con funk, but it's also a sense of accomplishment. Oh, and Little Heart, thank you for your support over on Ko-fi. Why, Swordbreaker 12, why am I undead all of a sudden? Twisted Mind DM wonders if I'm still alive. I mean, I do my best to stay alive. I find the opposite would be rather dull. I mean, sure, I would answer one of the great mysteries, but I don't intend to tell anyone. I mean, spoilers, God. Wouldn't that be something? You get to the pearly gates, and there's Rarity saying, no spoilers! I wonder if well, no. I'm not going to speculate that, because that sounds way too much like that troll thing of Come to Equestria. No, I'm not going to go down that road. So, Nathan Duazo, I'm doing well. Although, let me tell you of my little medical surprise this past week. Was suffering some irritation on my right side, so I went to an urgent care as all this was happening over the weekend. Dude comes in, takes a look, and says, oh yeah, that's shingles. Now, for those who don't know, shingles is chicken pox, the repoxing. It's lain dormant for a while, but now it's trying to make a second comeback. Chickenpox 2, Electric Boogaloo. And it's very painful. My brother had to deal with it earlier than anyone expected, so it's not a good thing. It was so startling that when I told my family during our traditional Sunday dinner, both my mom and brother spilled their drinks. So now we have a very interesting smelling tablecloth. But then, because a second opinion is always important, as is keeping your primary care in the loop, I went to said primary care, and they said, no, that is not shingles. That is something else. And thankfully, the cream the urgent care gave me is taking care of things. I am not in the intense pain that can come with shingles. And so I'm in good health. I want to make that clear. But boy, that for 2 days, because I only got to see my PCP on Tuesday, I was worried. It was like I was waiting. They said don't take any medicine for shingles until it actually starts hurting. I'm like, okay, is it hurting now? No. How about now? No. It's not like I want it to start hurting. But a little bit of medical scare, but we're okay now. I'm okay. Oh boy. Never had chickenpox, Kamodra. Well, I mean, it's just an itch. It's nothing fun, I'll tell you that. But if you've had chickenpox, you can get shingles, but it's usually later in life. So, and there is a vaccine for it. So I'm not saying this to make anyone nervous. I'm just saying medicine has found ways. But every so often, chickenpox will rear its ugly head for someone my age. And you'll be like, oh, why you do this? Already I can tell this is not a symmetrical, but why am I expecting symmetry in My Little Pony? Why, I ask you? Only a madman would expect the same thing twice. Almost there. Folks are talking about my adventures with Superman. I've only seen, I would say, the first 4 episodes, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I have grown so tired of evil Supermen. We've had Homelander, Invincible's not so great father. What was this? All of a sudden, Omni-Man. There we are. And, well, even the Superman of Injustice, Gods Among Us. And, even the Snyder Superman, all grim and gritty. Not everyone has to be Batman. I love everything about the show so far. I love how the characters interact. I love how Clark and Lois. I love Lois's wide-eyed enthusiasm. Maybe a little bit more than the animated series, more sassy Lois. Now, I know over the past week, folks were a bit more angry because, well, no, I shouldn't spoil. But I know there have been developments in Superman. I'm looking forward to seeing where those developments lead. That is all I can say for now. Again, there's Rarity. No spoilers! Although, honestly, I have found an even better no spoilers meme. Thanks to a Japanese Sentai, King Oger. One of the best characters, a character ironically named Rita. She is the Papillon Ranger. And they, I apologize, when frustrated, lets out this ear-piercing, rah! And in one case, it was to silence someone from giving spoilers on her favorite show. So I need to turn that into a meme for American audiences, because quite frankly, I feel like you should be able to interrupt anyone with that roar just to say no spoilers. Okay. That's a good enough edit to make it look like there was no Halo to begin with. So we'll save and we'll take this over to Illustrator. Make sure I'm on Photoshop when I quit, otherwise I end the stream. Uh-oh. Brian Luna, you had a medical scare. What's going on? Swordbreaker River song for spoilers, not so much. I mean, River was kind of she was a character you either really loved or really didn't, because she could really qualify for a Mary Sue, being able to do everything the Doctor did. Although Mary Sue, I found, is not really, how would I put it? It's really saying I'm not connecting to this character, not that this character meets a criteria. Alrighty. Hello, Angry Sweetie Belle. You actually make this a little easier. But I think I got that from her "oh, come on" face. But we don't need the angry mouth. So let's just take this. And we'll put this on its own layer. Sweetie Belle. Whoop. You know, this is kind of a test. How well do my vectors line up with the show? And I can't really expect perfection, but I can fake it in certain ways. Just you watch. All right, so first things first. Put that over there. This is a very mellow song. Very mellow. Let's see here. But let's see here. Brent, just seeing. Okay, I see Brian Luna. Well, I'm glad that you're doing okay now. That's all that matters. Let's see here. Luke H. McNair, you're excited to come to Everfree Northwest. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you. Will this be your first Everfree? No, I don't think it is. I could swear. But I need to, well, okay. I should get an apology out of the way in advance. A lot of times people will come up and ask, do you remember me? And I do my best to remember people because you are worth remembering. But I also get overloaded pretty bad. So if I hesitate, I just need a little reminder of what we talked about last time, because it'll click, but I'm not always great at remembering right off the top of my head. And that is not any commentary on you fine folks. It is simply, I have a limited brain and it's pretty toasted. Is that the right word? No, that's probably implies drug use. No, my brain is just pretty scattered. It needs a few reboots. Let's just put it that way. And if you try to crash my hard drive, I will go, ow. Let's see, now we're just trying to match the colors. It's never quite the same. Now let's see here. Oddly, I could just take the smiles from existing Crusaders. Wow, okay, that's some Joker looking stuff right there. Can I bring that down just a little? Dang. Like, dang, kids. You got the devil in you. Much better. Now, shrink that line thickness. Let's see here. Let's see, just seeing what people say. No swearing in the chat. Well, I don't know if I swore. Gosh darn it. Fiddle-dee-dee. Oh, wait, did I say peeved?
Oh, please excuse my language.
You know what I find hilarious? If we go through the entirety of the show, I believe Fluttershy has given the equestrian equivalent of swears. I mean, calling Discord sassafras and, of course, peeved. What else has she said? Oh, flying feather. I'm convinced that Fluttershy is the equestrian potty mouth. Oh, yes, pony feathers. That's right, Brian Luna. Now, I will say, was it Applejack or Rainbow Dash who said horse apples, which, well, we know what I know what that's supposed to mean. I don't think I should say it publicly. So they might be, well, they've been the potty mouths on occasion. But everyone else? I think Fluttershy is actually the all-time winner of curse words. Equestrian curses. Of course, how would Discord react now if Fluttershy called him a big meanie head? He'd probably go into existential despair. Okay, next up on our list, we have Scootaloo. Or Trick. There you are, Scootaloo. Oh, yes, talking about Stairmaster means talking about the episode that gave us Scootaloo the chicken. I don't know if I should forgive the episode for that. I mean, after all, it is a funny meme. I would never deny this fandom its beloved memes, but I'm not sure Scootaloo would agree. And, well, she didn't become my favorite Crusader until Surf and or Turf with her Intents and Porpoises joke. Yes, I am that fickle that I can be won over by a pun. But she reached favorite Crusader status for that and other reasons. Okay, Brian Luna corrects that it is the Rainbow Dash who said horse apples. So, the most extreme pony also had the most extreme curse, but Fluttershy has sheer quantity. Quantity. And with cursing, I don't know if there is a quality to be had. Let's get the, whoops. The one thing I really dislike about the flip tool is it doesn't, I wish I could tell it, don't flip the stroke orientation. Now, a little bit, oh well, first things first. Will admit this music sounds a little psychedelic, but it's also chilling me out. I mean, as I said, I get stressed because I really want people to have a good time. I want them to have a positive performance from myself. I mean, I check my schedule. Maybe while I'm doing this, I should just read to you all my schedule for any given day. This will be quite illuminating. Oh, hello. So, let's start with Friday, 9 a.m. Opening ceremonies on the main stage, 9 a.m. That's impressive. I know places that usually go like 10 or so. But no, they want to get a start to the day. With any luck, we'll have Thornwing singing another This Is My Fight Song, Take Back My Life song. With I believe that happened one year with a bagpipe, yes. Okay, now Scootaloo, we must match the palettes. So, let's see, same stroke color. Then, At 1:15, I shall have Trivia-tastic with the illustrious Q and Trinary in the Celestia room. And having befuddled everyone's minds after that, at 3 o'clock is Whose Line Is It Anyway on the main stage. Now, let's see here. That'll be myself, AC Racefest, Saber Spark, and, Jack Blade Fitness, and DB Pony, I believe, providing music. Now, Jack Blade, I don't think has done Bronies React since Cider Fest. Gosh, was it must have been 2021. Unfortunately, Saber couldn't make it one year. And I will say this about Jack Blade. He got shy about wordplay, but he is fantastic with physicality, with energy. I have no doubt, if you are in the audience for Hooves Line, then I ask that you cheer very loudly for Jack Blade Fitness so he knows he is more than welcome up on that stage, and we are enjoying our time with him, because it's the truth. But also, there's something about that cheering audience that really bolsters courage. And what does it mean to encourage someone? It means you courage me. You give me courage. You don't want to look like the Crusaders I'm creating here. So, I'm confident everyone at Hooves Line except me will do a wonderful job. Me, I reserve the right to go to bomb quite spectacularly. But rise or fall, I intend to do it extreme. Extreme! Now let's see here. After Hooves Line, won't have to do anything until 6:45 with After Effect Live, the Stairmaster. But then I'll have not but 30 minutes to get ready for Spectrum of Thought, where I will be joined by Keyframe Productions and Mad Munchkin as we talk about colors and how they affect our perception of things, our moods, our reactions. And I'm thoroughly looking forward to that. I'm thoroughly looking forward to presenting with both of them. That'll be it for Friday. Come Saturday, we have at 10 a.m. Equestrian Daily Riding for Pony on the main stage with the riding powers of G5 and G4, of course. And that'll be me and the illustrious Q. Then I will join with my fellow YouTubers or fellow reviewers for YouTubing is Magic in the Lunar Room. That'll include Dr. Wolf, Lightning Bliss, Mad Munchkin, I believe Keyframe. Oh, and hello to Crizzy in the chat. Good to have you here. Uh-oh. You can't sleep. Oh, believe me, I know that feel. Let's see here. Streak Arioso is commenting, Angry CMC looks like I'm thinking of how fun it is to see less heroic variations of characters. Ah, so like the Batman Who Laughs is like a twisted, sort of an evil mirror of a character you like. I understand that. Just because I'm tired of evil Superman because it's been used in such abundance. I want, it's like, okay guys, I've had enough of this flavor of ice cream. I'd like to try something else now, please. Or maybe I just want the good old meat and patates of a good Superman. And let's see here. Almost there, but I should really save this. Because, oh boy, if that went wrong. Chair Fluff Belly Official. Tell you what, if you're looking for a drawing request, have you tackled Misty from G5? I think that girl deserves more fan art because she has become probably well, no, I think she is a standout character of the series. We shall celebrate her in many respects. Actually, I always forget. Is it apple bloom one word or two? I think it's one word. A much brighter palette in this screenshot. Oh, well. At some point, you just got to go with what you have and either stick to it or adapt, whichever works. But, you know, pick the course and stay the course. What? Okay, apple bloom's probably going to require the most correction here. That's... okay. Pokemon for your Eevee. I am not saying this to call you out or put you on the spot, but I am curious to know what you like or dislike about Misty, because it's always good to hear perspective and what drives people. How can I put this? Yeah, I'll likely know that I'm harsh on Cadence. But when I go to conventions and I see people who really are cosplaying as her, who have really great fan art of her, I ask, what do you really like about her? And through that, I get a better understanding of her appeal, which, as I understand, she sort of represents that positive big sister you may not have had growing up, but she's there to provide fuel for the imagination. And I'm like, hey, more power to you. Plus, there's also, I think, a degree of trust in how she approaches things like mentoring Twilight. And, well, I don't think you can deny you couldn't have the Twilight Sparkle we celebrate now if she didn't have Cadence as a full sitter. Okay, Mad Munchkin is correcting. We will have YouTube's Magic is herself, Silver-Quill, that's me, Dr. Wolf, Lightning Bliss, and, Thespio. Yes, Thespio will be with us. There will also be a TF2 Analysis Anarchy panel. So, and while I'm currently not a part of TF2, and I swear there will be many other panels I attend, so I've got to bow out of this one. But, you know, make sure to give a shout out to my TF2 homies. Right, it would be interesting. I need to revisit Megan. She, in G1, the reluctant heroine, and then kind of graduated to a mother figure, especially as they introduced her siblings in the series. Yes, Trinary rightly points out that Thespio has been on the picket lines, where they, I believe, cut down the shade in support. Well, okay, Thespio has been in support of the writer's strike. The studios that cut down tree limbs to deny them shade and only got the slap of on the wrist of a $250 fine. That's just petty. Petty, and really a sign of, well, these are the people you have to answer to or write for. If nothing else, that should be a source of support. Now let's see here. And click. And then we make the colors a little brighter. Boop. Treachery triangle. Much better. Okay, and once again, evil smile. Okay, now, following up on my Joker comment from earlier, that doesn't look quite right. If their eyes are closed, it's cute. If they look at me like this, I'm like, do you have a knife behind your back? Am I in danger right now? Anyway, let's make with the evil. And here. Boop. Ba-doo. All right, so anyway, back to the schedule real quick. So that's 1 o'clock in the Luna room. Luna. And then this surprises me. At about 2:45 on the main stage, we will have Cartoon Court, where Race Best, Saber, and myself and others will argue cases. I believe some of the questions up there are, did Pinkie Pie commit identity theft when she cloned herself? And what is? Oh, could Zip dox her sister? There's a question. It's all in the description, but basically we get to argue fictional cases. And folks may not know this about me. I was a paralegal for about 5 years. Worked in mostly support roles, but part of why I enjoy reviewing, or at least part of what carried forward for me, was this whole case analysis idea. I could apply a similar idea to reviewing ponies. So it's a curious trait to carry over, but hey, it works. Well done, Mad Munchkin. I was a para-eagle. Then at, it looks like 5:15 in the Luna Room, I will be the go-between, animating horses beginner to pro. I'm the beginner. ACLP, Minty Root, Hyper Eagle, and let's see here, DJ. Gonna have to start up my Discord again because I have to double check everyone's names. I've made this mistake. DJ Thed and EG Studios. And I think I already mentioned Minty Root. So we have 5 professional animators, folks who are familiar with the actual task, and me, the noob. And excellent. Lightning Bliss just gave me an excellent confirmation. So that already good news before convention makes me happy. But now comes the evil. Evil shenanigans. Let's just go for the classic devil horns. And for a gradient, we shall go with, I'll take away the red. Yeah, I'm not going to go for pastels in this. This is going to be rather drastic. Excellent. And we'll just layer that right behind the mane. So yes, I am apparently turning them into fall into angels or devils. So that's Apple Bloom. I think I'll move Apple Bloom's layer below Sweetie Belle so we have no conflicting devilnishness. A notification. Oh, thank you, little heart. Okay, Scary Bell and Children of the Apples. Excellent titles, everyone. Ooh, Apple Doom. That's a good one, Commodra. In fact, Apple Doom. Excellent. Come on. Boop. There we go. Now, I don't want to go overboard here. But I have a funny enough, a wicked idea. Little Devils 2. Just in case. Use the artboard. Screen size. Now we go back to Premiere. It's been so long. Hello, old friend. Now, let's see here. Of course, it would help if I actually had the folder in place. Stairmaster images. We're just going to drag this over. I'm going to lay it down twice. Why twice? Because like I said, I have an idea. Now let's see here. After our animation panel, which will end around 6:15, well, I've got kind of a duo commitment. At 7:30, there's a community guest hangout. But there's also a Prance tournament. And I've promised my buds that I'd be there as part of it. So, about 7:45, so I'll make a quick hello to the community guest hangout, but if you really want to say hi to me, I'll be vending all weekend. So just swing on by, say hello. I'll be there. Then we have on Sunday at 10:15, Pinkie Pie's Pundemonium in the Lunar Room, where you must get lightning bliss to laugh at a pun. Good luck and Godspeed. Then at 12:30, we'll have Bronies React on the main stage. And then, well, unfortunately, then it's a speedy shot to 5 o'clock and the closing ceremonies. Closing ceremonies is always rough. Because, you've got great memories, but you're also maybe a little tired and kind of want to get some rest. But this con is fun, it's energy, and it's ending. So let's not dwell on that too much, because it hasn't even started yet. Let's see here. Fire. I need some fire. Here we go. Now, here's how this is going to work. I'm going to put the fire between the two. Insufficient content. Okay. Let's just change. Yeah, here we go. Let there be fire for all. Now, on this top one, we're going to key out the darker parts. Ooh, that's pretty scary on its own. But I want to see if I can key out the darker. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Could swear there was a color. Maybe if I just try color key. Let's key out absolute black. What are you doing? There we go. Key that out. Not working with me here. You should be keying that out absolutely, yeah? So, let's hide that for a minute. Let's move the fire. Whoop. I said let's move the fire. And maybe scale it down a little. We don't need it. But you're not actually keying it out, are you? Ah, there we go. 2. Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. And then I'm going to nest all these into a subsequence, Devil Crusaders. And this is the part where I'm just a little unsure of myself. I included thunder. I'm going to want to have a little bit of a flash of lightning, but I also don't want to cause people who are photosensitive distress. So we're going to go with a color matte that is just a little bit shy of pure white. And maybe add a little red. Why not? Oh, wait, I forget. Lightish red is pink. Pinkie Pie would not appreciate. I've actually been watching older seasons of Red versus Blue, just in anticipation of their announced new final season. And the fact that they got rid of they retconned some of the worst seasons, I'm okay with that. I really am. Fire Alpha. Where'd it go? There it is. Gee. One and two. Okay, we don't want conflicting music on this part. So I'm just going to pause the chill hop for a sec. Wind this so folks can have a good look. Okay, slight modification. We're going to move you a little closer. And we're going to move this add a frame hold here. Off you go. Maybe just a little bit there. So. And we're going to... What's this? Oh. What happened to you? Little clip's not where it's supposed to be. There we are. And we're going to start with so
these sweet little angels.
And a nice little 2-second fade out on that. So there you go. All that for one clip. But it's part of the fun. Let's see here. I've missed out on the chat as I've been working on this. What have I missed? Folks all around Twitch are looking for Discord, apparently. Streak area, so Scooby-Doo. Yeah, that one's good too. Oh, little heart, you gotta call it a night. Well, I hope you have a wonderful evening. And let's see here. Well. Oh, and I got a Flittercriz Oofta. Folks are asking about the Blissey Smooths. Actually, you know what? Having worked on this, and I don't want to risk Hasbro claiming all this pony stuff as I work on it. I'm still gathering clips. It's now at the top of the hour, or just about. Why don't I find that Blissey Smoothie? I wanted to try something different. And I could use a minute just to not worry about the convention. So I'll keep working on this, but that was sort of the big one. This was the biggest thing I wanted to have ready. Although it's funny, I'll point out during the review as a little preview, these kids are still adorable even when they're causing trouble. To my recollection, when it was like little boys causing trouble for caretakers, they're much more dislikable. You're just sort of like, oh, you little brat. I'm actually glad for the trouble you're in. Oh, what was the worst? Oh, yes. Yes, the worst was in Mask. And Scott Tracker, the son of the main protagonist, who would always come along, even though everyone said, stay home, it's not safe. And he did not, more often than not, 9 times out of 10, he didn't help at all. He just got in the way. Let's see here. Shake. Shake, 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 senora. Grimace, shake. Shake Monster Bliss. Okay, let's see. I had a thought. Yes, I moved Bliss's noodle into the main body of the beast. For I felt that someone said it looked like if I put the head up top, it looked as though she were throwing this monster up. No, she is a part of it. It has absorbed the Blissy-Boo. So, as I work more on this Eldritch Horror, let's get back to the chill hop. Ain't this just conflicting emotions? Huh. Enter Papa, I've not played the Friday Night Funkin' mod, so the left unchecked, I don't know. Why am I making the Crusaders Insta, Nathan? Because they're about to do what most kids in fiction do. Cause big trouble for the grown-ups and not real until they realize their mistake. And boy, is it a mistake. But the journey to get there is not as rage-inducing as it has been for many kids in my in the 80s. Boy, those kids, they just drive you nuts. It's not right when you start wishing for harm to befall them. I mean, that Scott Tracker kid in Mask, he didn't even show up at the second season. Apparently he tested so badly no one wanted him back. And so they, well, to their credit, they found ways around him. Let's see here. Create gradient mesh. There we are. We'll start with that and go from there. Boop, boop. So let's see here. A case of Scooby-Doo sickness. Well, actually, I'm not familiar with that. Is that what everyone wished Velma would come down with? And by that, I mean the show Velma, and the character who goes by the name Velma in that story, but is clearly not Velma, because Velma is a wonderful, smart person, not a sociopath. Let's see, trying some more. Here we go. And maybe just a splash of regular color here. Oh, that looks like an F. No, I'm not giving Bliss an F. And then how did I set these things up? 25% normal opacity. But I'm going to do something a little different now. I'm going to take this, going to paste it in there. Object gradient mesh. Can I remove the gradient mesh? Nah, probably can't. So I'll just make it all one color. Boop. The reason I do this is that now if I duplicate it and have it sort of run, oh look, it's not overlapping like these guys. In fact, I need to go in and do a little course correction on these. So this way I can stack them and it won't look like, well, they won't look stacked. Uh-oh, Maddie, you feeling okay? Uh-oh. Oh, do get rest, Maddie, and, well, I'll be in touch. No. But people are now talking about Scrappy-Doo. Now, I'm going to say this, and I guess that's all I'll say. Scrappy-Doo is no longer the worst thing in the Scooby-Doo franchise. I will say that is Velma. You can argue with me on that later, but I will say no. I will say that Velma is way worse because at least Scrappy-Doo for a time actually really helped the show. It reinvigorated it. It kept the franchise going a bit longer. It's only later that people started to really dislike Scrappy for essentially replacing several characters. So for a time, Scrappy was actually quite helpful. But yeah, that puppy power thing was kind of annoying. There we are. Much better. Now it's just a question of layering. Is it nice to have relaxing music as I try to create an eldritch horror of which we do not speak? Actually, let's change just a little bit here. Boop, 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 boop. That way there's just a little bit of difference. Edits. Let's see, let's add a bit more vibrant red. A little less green. A little less blue. There we go, just slightly different. So I admit this is not going to seem terribly involved as I make these small corrections, but they will make the final product that much better. But I wish there was a way, let's see here, how to remove gradient mesh illustrator. Oh, okay. Okay, I've been given a much simpler method. Nope, Swordbreaker, I'm afraid I haven't yet gotten to see the glitch. Let's see here. We want a command 0. And it's just, yeah, much better. Much better, yes. So I don't know much about the glitch. Le glitch. All right. Now you will up. Ah! Ah, I keep hitting the wrong button. It's command 9, not command 0. That's the offset. You offset it to not at all. And lo and behold, next thing you get. Nine, offset. Boop. Doop, ba-doop. And let's get that above there. Yep. So I kind of like, but you know what? That one's even more boring than what I was doing. So we'll come back. I'll come back to that. No reason to put y'all into an early snooze fest when we have so much more we could be doing. I realize that even my cultural commentary jokes are late. I mean, as far as I know, the Grimace craze is over. They've pulled his shakes. Though I guess it was nice for a while. All Grimace's shakes brought the boys to the yard. There we go. Goal here is to make this thing as drippy a monster as possible. Let's see here. Just checking out the chat real quick. Clay Pigeon rightly points out, I'm assuming people would fight me over Velma being the worst, and, well, assuming a champion. Well, you know, I've learned through painful experience that there is always someone who wants to champion a bad show. Now, there may be multiple reasons. Sometimes it's personal. Maybe they saw a little bit of themselves in a situation. I can appreciate that. But Velma, did it again? Velma I don't want anyone to ever see themselves in Velma, because you are a much better person than Velma. This is a girl so assured of her own mental superiority that she wrongly accuses several people in a desperate, flailing attempt to solve a mystery. That's the main character. And if she had a little contrition about being wrong, I'd be a bit more forgiving, but she's never sorry. She's never called out on her awful behavior. That's what gets me. That's what'll drive you bonkers. Anyway, I'm talking about something very negative. Oh yes, Mystery Incorporated Velma is way, way better. There are way better depictions of the true Velma. Oh, and I'll say this right now. If you want Velma to be a lesbian, hey, I'm all for it. Go for it. Just remember, character first, and characters are more than stating their sexual identity. It's an important part of their character, but it's not the whole thing. Go. Slowly but surely, the sludge takes form. And as people have rightly pointed out, this is like the Smooze 3.0. We had the consumer-friendly product in, was it Make New Friends but Keep Discord? But now we need a proper Smooze. We need an Eldritch Horror Smooze. What's this? No one got paid for MLP Tales? I need to... Well, okay, I've seen some of My Little Pony Tales, mostly thanks to the Riff Ponies and their Riffing is Magic panel. Honestly, My Little Pony Tales seemed just harmless to me. I didn't find it awful. Granted, I haven't seen some of the more mean-spirited episodes, like where they somehow punished two guys by getting them to act like babies. That was a little weird. Also, having seen things on DeviantArt, I've seen things on DeviantArt. That's really all I have to say. Oh, now I want to poll all of you. You can help me with one other joke in my presentation for Stairmaster. The question arises, what would an argument cutie mark look like? So who's someone well known for being argumentative, either within the fandom or just in general? I was tempted with Brawny Buck because of the Brawny debates, but I'd like to get everyone's feedback. I'll have to correct that in a little bit. Eric Idle from Monty Python Argument Sketch. Okay. Dan from Dan Versus. Commodra. Nathan, do I remember when Lightning Bliss turned into the deadly baby of mass destruction? Don't you mean Thunderblight? kind of funny arranging all these drips, drops. Megaphone. That's more for shouting. Oh, sorry, Nathan. I haven't gone to see Forever Young yet. Let's see here. Dan for Danvers. Okay, good suggestions. I must ponder. Yes, pondering. Very important. I'm pondering. If I had a beard, I'd be scratching it right now. But my brother has a beard, so, you know, I guess sibling identity. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, here we go. What? Nope. Right there. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Bit by bit. I mean, where is it? This is my inspiration. This mound of creepy ghoulishness. I'm not ready to put in the level of detail the artist did here for Dungeons and Dragons. Mostly because this is just meant to be a quick little gag, so... Now, I should give a production update on, you know, other things I've been working on. The script for my tribute to Jason David Frank is 90% done. I've covered his tenure in Power Rangers, at least the Power Rangers episodes I watched. I will give some talk of his contributions later on after becoming a not permanent fixture of the show. But I need to get to the part where... Well, I don't know if y'all know this, but he posted a lot of poetry pieces on his website talking about masks, especially, and that feeling of identity of who's the real me. A very important question to ask, as well, no one else can define you. Other people will try very often, but they're wrong. They may see the best in you. Other people may only try to see the worst. Neither is the complete picture of yourself. So, I need to do a little bit more into that. Let's see here. Champ to State, who was my favorite CMC before Scoodle took the role? Truth be told, I couldn't really decide on a favorite. I mean, they all had aspects I really enjoyed. Sweetie Belle was the cutest. I'll say that right off the top, and still is, in my opinion. Cutest Crusader right there. Apple Bloom was the heart, but maybe because she had so many episodes focused on her, she was like, you assumed her to be the default perspective, and I really was waiting on a Scootaloo episode because, well, here's the simple thing. When a Scootaloo episode hits, it hits hard. Seeing her throwing away her scooter in, what was it, Flight to the Finish? Oh, that's a heartbreaker right there, seeing that happen. And that was the start of my joke of until Diamond Tiara's reformation. I thought, well, Diamond Tiara, you're going to hell. You go to hell. You go to hell, you die. So let's see. So for a time, it was just indeterminate. I guess that's the best way to say it. Let's see here. Ah, yes, Xander. Dino Thunder, when you step back and look at the whole of Frank's presentation of Tommy, confronting your past and yourself is a pretty consistent theme with him. It's a good theme to explore. Gosh darn it, I did it again. But I'm sorry to say it also makes his loss that much more tragic. I've learned that he and really all members of his family seem to really struggle with depression and suicidal thoughts. I'm so sorry. Didn't know sooner. Anyway, I do not mean to get onto sad topics. Mostly I'm just trying to concentrate on, well, obviously a bit of struggle here. There we go. Shrink you down just a bit. Yep. Now, I should say, as part of my preparations, I'm actually doing a lot of resin work in my home. And that's, well, it's worth the price of admission. It's a test in patience, as I have to let the resin cure. And I'm always trying, my flaw is I'm always trying to see if I can cheat it. Like, oh, maybe it cured a little early. Oh, nope, it's still a little gooey. So patience, not yet my forte. Getting there, but I've also been doing this for about half an hour, and I'm sure it's looking rather tedious as well. Let's see here. I'm just going to do a quick Google search. Best arguers in the world. Who are the greatest debaters in history? Let's see what Quora has to say. Top 5. All right. Someone picks Aristotle. Trial by combat. The problem is picking a figure who I can be confident a good chunk of the audience will recognize. I've got it. Oh, I've got it. I mean, this has to be a brony thing. What if you had Quibble Pants as your cutie mark? I'm awaiting people's reactions. I'm just a little bit ahead. Oh, Brian Luna. When you say cure what, and I'm not sure if you're joking, but resin is essentially a liquid form, but as it hardens, they call that curing. I don't know what it's curing itself of other than hydration. There we go. A little lower. There. And let's balance the colors out on this a little too. Add a little, maybe some more blue now. Let's blue. Oh, there we go. That'll add some color fiercely. Ugh. Creepy. Let's see here. Oh, definitely not similar to curing meat, Elizabeth Snowbell. But then again, I don't actually know the process of curing meat, so I don't have a right to talk. Huh. Oh, it's a fair question. I guess I'd have to look into the process of curing meat. I assume that's to make jerky. But it's outside my current purview. No, I want more purple. Oh yes, it was adjust the red and the blue to make it more vibrant, and maybe just... Okay, there we go. At least some variety in color will add variety to the form. But here, this has given me a moment to sort of breathe and pause, but I think it's rather boring to watch. Rather. So let's change that up a little. We're going to save this, close this. Don't need the Devil Crusaders, don't need the Cutie Mark Crusaders. Actually, yes we do. Apple Bloom, I choose you. Nope. Yep. Let's go with a new film and video. Quibble Mark. And we're only going to need to focus on her haunches. I'd like to keep the eyes out of it, but, well, given how big the Crusaders' eyes are. Now, let's see here. I have a vector of Quibble Pants. Where do I have Quibble? Not there. Okay, gotta go into my video history. Apologies, I'm loading my projects. Streaker also wants the Sweetie Bloom ship Apple Bell. Well, she doesn't really ship kids. That's one of the taboos of shipping. It's fun to imagine if they're older and, you know, maybe, but you don't ship them as kids. Oh, let's see here. Streak also was mentioning Paw Patrol. Zoom and Rocky get less respect than the show writers. Oh, from the show writers. Yeah, sometimes it feels like the showrunners just like another character more, or they give so much focus on one, not to the others. It can be frustrating. Come on, Common Ground. There you are. Drawings. Quibble family. Yes, yada, yada, yada. Huh. Wonder why I drew Clear Sky with so much larger. Huh. Sometimes I can't even tell what I was thinking back in the day. Copy that. So we'll give Pat and Oswald a little extra love here. I'm sure he's almost forgotten about My Little Pony at this point. His daughter has likely moved on to other things. Let's see. A boom. And let's make it just user defined. Here we go. Bada boom. Bada bing. And we'll make that. Here we go. Ah, Master Code, good to see ya. Feel like those are a little off. It's like his teeth are concave somehow. There we go. And let's see, let's remove some of these folds. I don't mean to make fun of him. I heard recently that a musician was in hot water because she fat shamed her own dancers or supporters. I don't understand. I will never understand what happens as a celebrity to make someone be like that. Okay, now we're going to outline all these. Object, envelope, distort, make with a warp. Ah, not that warp. Gave me the fright of my life, that one. But man, what happened? There you go. Get tucked away in there, you little eyeline. And you! Little further out. That's a bit... That feels a little surreal, you know, trying to adjust these lines while they're already warped. Huh. Okay. I guess I'll just leave that be. Then you need to stretch out just a little. Ugh. I feel like I'm starting to lose it here. That's the right thing to do to make this work. There we go. Okay. It's kind of like I have to picture the setup in my mind. There we are. I feel like that's just enough. So, what are y'all thinking? Oh, Enderpup, you're calling it a night? Have a good sleep. Go July 91, you gotta head out as well. I may have already missed you, but have a good night, and thanks for swinging by, and thanks for the well wishes. Let's see here, Quibble Mark. And we'll save this as Quibble Mark, just to be safe. Don't save, don't save, don't save. Because I haven't changed anything. Come on. Come back to me, Premiere Pro. All right, just as it peters out, I'm just gonna pause the music real quick. Let's see here.
Girls are out here somewhere. And
Here we are.
What would the cutie mark of some pony whose talent is arguing even look like?
Okay, now I need a little ta-da. Local resources, music and sound effects. Sound effects. Ta-da. Works for me. And I'm not going to leave it at just that. Reveal and Finder. Come on. Where are you hiding, Reveal and Finder? Huh. Oh, that's the sequence. That's why. Reveal in Finder. We want to go to Season 2. Hearts. No. What was it? Hearts and Hooves Day.
Ready?
Okay, can I just say, these are the best alarm faces you could ever imagine. I mean, just seeing them, just seeing the abject horror. Alrighty. We'll see you later, Clay Pigeon. You have a good time, and I'll see you at Everfree. But anyway. Don't know if I can get away with that, but I'm going to try. I do wish I could get rid... And let's see here. Reveal in the Finder, Quibble Mark.
What would the cutie mark of some pony whose talent is arguing even look like?
let's see here. A little finessing on the timing.
Even look like.
Ah, that's why I had to cut it tight because Fluttershy is looking for them.
Pony whose talent is arguing even look like.
All right. At the end of all my editings, I will put some fade in, fade outs to finesse the audio, but I think that's a healthy reaction to having Quibble Pants on your chookus. Chair Fluffbelly, I don't think I'll be doing a Discord server. It's really not my scene. As I've learned this week, I'm just not good at social media or hangouts. You kids today, you don't know how easy you have it. Back in my day, we had Windows Messenger on we had AOL Messenger. Meh. Planks are on the side. You are correct, Brian Luna, but truthfully, I don't know if I want Quibble Pants on any part of my body. Ah, there we go. So, there we go. Bit by bit, things come together. Whoops, up. There we go. I think that'll work with a brony audience. Stricario. So I keep my Discord as close to the chest as I can, just because I barely am able to keep up with the people I know. I can't really deal with more communication from folks who just know my Discord number. That would work out very badly for me. Okay, so we got about 15 minutes. I don't mind saying that I'm feeling a little bit tucker, but that's because I've been trying to tackle a lot of things today. But what else can I do for preparations? And maybe just spinning through and grabbing a few more clips would be good. So we've already got our Quibble Pants lead up. Boop, boop.
There's a cockatrice on the loose.
A cocka what now?
Let's see here. Oh yes, multiple on time. I can get a clip of this. I'm not so innocent as he earlier commented in the channel. Video projects after the fact. Multiple. This might take a minute. Or did I have a separate thing for silver quilted? Ah, there you are. Oh, wait, now I remember. Oh, what was there was an episode, Castle Sweet Castle. Video clips. Ah, of course, supercut. Because nothing's ever right where you need it. Am I? Pardon me a moment, I'm just getting some stuff. See, now I'm waiting. Just copy. Come on. Copy. Copy. No, it's not bad that you forgot half the episode title, Kensu of Dragons. That's because, well, there's 9 seasons. It's really hard to keep it all straight. Oh, Streaky Arioso has to head out, so help the family with dinner after a bathroom break. Well, good to be with the family, good to help them out. So have a wonderful time and a wonderful dinner.
Everybody get in here. Wait a minute, let me rewind. And now, another message from our founder and president, Mr. Phil Cat 7. Ha ha! There! Ha ha! Ha ha! Put these on belts. Hey, hey, ha parts. Feel good? Ha ha! Dangly parts.
Nope.
Body on a wood chipper. Sissy European list thingy. Like yes. Brilliant. Here's all that for court tomorrow. Shave and haircut Tuesday. Hold on. Let's see. Gum wrapper, pocket knife, lighter, flamethrower. Loins. Ready or not, here I come. I wish.
Good Lord, I don't think I can post half of this.
Not to scale. Down. That.
Good Lord, Phil. Good Lord. I'm gonna have to go through this, and I can't in good conscience show this to you guys. The whole thing. What is this show, Pokemon Fire Eevee? This was an older Adult Swim show called Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law.
Dolls. Wait a minute, let me rewind.
Now, he was voiced by Stephen Colbert. So they took the lesser hero of Birdman from Hanna-Barbera and went and made him an attorney for Hanna-Barbera characters.
Dangly.
No.
Body on a wood chipper. Sissy European list thingy. Curious.
Come on.
Loins. Ready or not, here I come. 8. Oh yes. Tennis.
Oh God, no. We're pulling the plug on this for now. I'll just have to walk through. I'm really glad that this is at the end. Why am I holding on that shot though? Okay, let's just leave a little room for. That later. Ha.
A cockatrice. It's a frightening creature with... A cockatrice. It's a frightening creature with the head of a chicken and the body of a snake. Now, come on! And now, in the body of a snake.
Now, I've done some research into the cockatrice, in fiction. Did you know it appears twice in the Bible? They're actually mentioning a biblical creature, though it's the King James translation, so, that might be unique to just that. Let's see here, gee. And this is rather nice. Because it's biblical. But I'm not being allowed to save. Well, I'll teach you. I'll show you. Yes. Nope. Where are you? Stairmaster, there we are. Since this is biblical, why not have a picture of Jesus having impeccable taste in ponies? Is it sacrilegious? Probably, but I will do my utmost. Alrighty. Let's see here. First exposure, Evangelion 007 was in Boktai for the Game Boy Advanced. What is Boktai? I don't know that one. Huh. Oh, but it's in the Mega Man wiki. What? Oh, well. Yes, there are many cockatrices involved. So, in our last minutes, let's see how far I can rock this sacrilege thing. We're going to close out Petrol and go to DeWolf. And we're going to use the search words worship and organ. Oh, well, they not even have that much. Infernal thing. That's the opposite of one. Thank you very much. Ronda Infernal. Infernal dance. That's the opposite of what I'm looking for. Organ and choir. Heliotrope hidden. Okay. Our tribute. Little building. Oh, that's very relaxing. I kind of feel like that would be on the part. Oh, Trinary, I appreciate the concern for safe search, but this is just the music site. But I need something more happy. Choir celebration. I don't know what they're saying. Yep, I think this will properly get me 1 foot closer to hell. So what would I call this? Dramatic? Energetic? Energetic. That's how I classify my music from royalty-free sites. It's true, Trinary. The Simpsons has done greater sacrilegious humor than I, but I hesitate to use their music in a panel, which I might someday post on the internet. Try to keep it in the royalty-free zone as best as I can. Cherry Fluff, you're about to call it a night, so yes, have a good evening, live long and prosper.
The snake.
Let's see here. So, just trying to think. Yes, I have thought. I will now do. Thank you. And I'm just wondering about how I will introduce this to the audience. I don't want to be too disrespectful, but here's my philosophy. I believe God has a sense of humor, and he is far more prone to laughter than rage. I know the Old Testament would disagree with me, but that's just my take. Why is Adobe InDesign trying to open up now? Probably because I'm trying to open a file that didn't include. There we are. Good lordy, this is a long numerical file. There we go. So I don't believe that he would mind this image because it's accurate. Awesome guy likes awesome ponies. This is very accurate in my opinion. No, little, don't need the singing right there. Yes. Now I'll just like, I'm just going to have this like play in the background as I'm talking, saying I in no way am trying to convert or inflict any sort of religious belief on anything. I mean, oh, no, it's just our Lord and Savior has excellent taste in ponies. That's all I'm saying. Let's see here. Now, how can I best do this? So we're going to have the same image over the... But I also want to say that if I offend anyone on a personal belief, I do apologize. That's not my goal. But I often find laughter is perhaps one of the greatest... well, I feel like anyone, if you can't laugh, you can't reach wholeness. The whole point of health is to be flexible, to be a fully realized individual. And I believe that's part of the process of faith as well. So laughter, very, very, very important to this. Yeah, it was, what was I saying? I was actually talking with my trainer and like they were playing Eminem on the loudspeakers. And I just thought, there's a guy who can't laugh. I've seen him trying to deal with like Triumph the Insult Comic Dog and Weird Al. And he never seems to be willing to laugh at himself. And that's tragic. Hey, Synchree, good to have you here. You're probably coming in and wondering what in the hoo-ha hey is he on about? And we'll just, whoop. No, I wish to select that. And we'll put a very long fade up on this as well. How long is this fade up? I don't rightly know, but whoops. If I can click on it correctly. Just like you can expand a clip, you can expand a fade in. Alrighty. With that, we have reached the 8 o'clock hour, and I think it's a good stopping point. I need some dinner, and I need to keep working on various projects. So, folks, I won't get to talk with you next week over a stream because, well, I will be at Everfree Northwest, and I hope to see some of you there. I hope all of you can have a great weekend. And, like I say, be willing to laugh at yourself, at a situation. Laughter is more than just a distraction. It is, I think, very important for the soul. So, until next time, I will catch you all again. Be safe and be well. I'm Silver-Quill.